Listen up! This is serious!
And now, the moment you've all been waiting for.
You goddamn right this is serious.
Yes!
Fire.
I am your man, Kevin Gordon Thomas.
You already know what it is. Clutch time.
And it's the Heartless Harless.
Yeah, and this is Serious Prisoner, the Not So Serious Podcast, episode 3131.
Mo fun.
Some people get really scared at this even age in their life.
31.
Well, I'm 30 next year.
The dirty 30.
The dirty 30. 30 is a good age, man. That's when you start getting into your stride of life. You know what I mean?
Wait, which kind of stride?
That's the proper stride. Ooh. That's when you get into the I have
Eddie Murphy delirious. He's like y'all kids too young. You don't know how to use it. He's like, you're at my age.
I'm not talking about that stride. I'm talking about the stride of life, man. I'm talking about you got your career going, you got your job, you got a little routine going. You know the bills go in,
I came
the
in
bills
wrong.
go out, the money comes in, the money goes out. You know it's this whole circle.
I came in wrong to the podcast, but I appreciate everybody
on Easter.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Jeez.
Oh yeah. Today is Easter Sunday.
It is.
Praise
but
the Lord.
This is coming out on Tuesday.
Risen. So let's get straight into it. A lot of people are saying right now, praise up, praise up, praise up, praise up, praise up. How many of them are going to pray?
Wait a minute. You turning 30 next year, or you just turned 30?
No, I just turned 29.
Oh, you just turned 29.
Yeah.
So you're turning 30 next year.
Yes, that's how age works.
Oh, I thought you just had your birthday and it just turned 30.
No, I just said 31 is a year where a lot of people get nervous, but I said I'm turning 30 next year.
Oh, you said you're turning 30 next year.
Yeah, 2022.
Oh, you still have a 2 in your age. That's weird, bro. 2 at the front?
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I don't know.
What you got? You're 34, no?
Yeah. I don't.
Why are you responding like I came off aggressive to you?
Listen, no, I just don't.
Are you having a hard time coming to terms with your age?
No, 30 is the best age. 30s in your 30s are the best age, man.
Yeah,
but we know
you really start to put it together.
Rock music. So when he asked me that question, he's like, "What's my age again?
What's my age again?"
But yeah, I think 30.
If you're just listening to this for the first time, we are all black. Just want to let you know.
A lot of black people fuck with Blink 182.
It don't matter, bro. A lot of people.
You said black.
I know, but I'm just setting.
So a lot of black people fuck with Blink 182.
I do too. Yeah, and Fall Out Boy.
And Fall Out Boy.
We're getting really random here. Give me your top 3 rock artists right now. Go ahead, quick.
Man, I don't
Okay, we'll save that for the game. So here we go.
The morphine's gonna do it to you.
DMX is in the hospital, guys.
Well,
like the vet or like the actual hospital.
Where my dog's at?
Everybody's getting sick right now, even because now we're in a lockdown. When does it start?
It already started.
We're not in a lockdown. We're in an emergency break.
Right.
So the man's pulled the e-brake.
Sick.
Yeah, he pulled the e-brake.
Man's pulled the e-brake.
Just so we can get the drift around the corner, get that momentum.
You ever go into the parking lot and then
when it's fresh snow?
Yeah, dog.
Yep.
Oh,
remember that?
absolutely not. No, never.
You have to, because then how are you going to know how your car handles in the wintertime?
Exactly, you got to figure it out.
Because if your car starts swerving, you got to know, gas, then you're good.
Especially if you drive in Canada, you're a good driver.
No, if you drive in Brampton.
Specifically.
Brampton's, yeah.
I actually seen an accident yesterday.
Huh?
No, you can't say if you drive in Brampton, you're a good driver. If you drive in Brampton, you're a good driver. Why?
If you drive in Brampton and make it to your destination in one piece, you're a good driver.
There you go. Because every time I go to Brampton, I'm like, this is why I hate Brampton. Because all these people are driving like idiots. And I'm just like, what the hell? Like,
when you're in Brampton off the highway.
That's how I feel like when I'm in Markham. Not to diss any of the Asians people, but
Markham is bad too, but Brampton's worse.
And forget the whole Asian hate thing. It's just like, if you're Asian,
so you're on the Asian hate.
Joy to them.
Wow. You should be ashamed of yourself.
What?
You should be ashamed of yourself.
What?
Stop the Asian hate.
He's gonna go home and eat Chinese food.
I know, it's true. It's true, bro. Yeah. So you can shop at IKEA and stick in a line at Costco. Everybody, I feel like we're preaching to the choir. Like nobody would listen to this and be like, well, that's a good thing that, you know, you shouldn't be able to get your now.
Shit.
I do want a haircut, sure, but I also need my groceries. You know what I mean? Obviously, groceries are more important. But if the cases are showing, Clutch, you were going in on this to say,
yeah, like so so all these cases saying the cases are rising. If these cases are rising while gyms, spas, nail salons, barbershops are closed,
which are close, and they're based off of close contact, which we understand, of course.
Why can't those things be open?
And you've closed them, and they've shown that okay, they're closed, but yet the cases are still going.
What does that really tell you needs to be closed? In my opinion,
right?
But you can't
close groceries, bro. That would start like we gonna start it right.
Online orders. There's business. What do you pick up? There's companies that actually you can like basically meal prep your groceries and you get certain meals every
Of course, there's always around it, but you guys got to remember, not everybody's gonna
have the kind of funds to do that. Of course,
but everyone can order off of fucking Wayfair.
But not everybody will order online. That's just because that's our generation.
Yeah.
My mom hasn't done no online groceries at all.
Yeah, listen. Every time my mom wants DoorDash, she calls me.
Yeah, exactly. Now, do you want to be handling everybody's parents' orders?
Mom, what's up? Can I have some Nando's? Yes. The chicken. We can get. Hold on. Morris, you want gems? You want oxtail? Nah, Jesus, man, just answer the bumbuckler question. What you do? So, anyway, sorry. I was just getting my
So you
there.
become the guy who takes the orders on the phone. I think we're out of that.
Yeah, and then obviously Jamaicans, you know how they like it cooked well done.
Well, and after that, put it back.
So no, a lot of people, but at the height of COVID, when there was nothing else to, a lot of people figured out how to use Amazon. Like maybe our parents didn't, but there's probably a good percentage of people who did.
Of course.
A lot of people adapted.
Amazon, their stocks skyrocketed, dog, when all this shit first happened in March.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So if it did go down, obviously everybody would just have to adjust. Obviously it would be like a hard thing for a lot of people to do, but that's just the way it is.
That's why I was telling you earlier, they should have just shut down last year when it first started, shut everything down, give you a warning,
Bro,
a couple weeks, get all your shit, 1.5 months.
Look at Australia.
Out.
Yeah.
Japan.
Look at Japan.
Yeah. They're having concerts.
I think Taiwan was the first to open back up fully because I don't know if they still have it, but the longest run at one point it was 200 days. No, 200 days, that would have been almost a year. Hold on, that doesn't make sense. They had like a really long run of 0 cases within the country.
Yep.
Right?
But that's the thing. But it's easy for us to say we're not the politicians, right? We don't know what's going on behind the doors.
Yeah, well, obviously, and we also know there's a lot of bullshit going on. But,
of course. But
at the same time, like, I don't want to hear from this party, that party. Like, bro, you all would have been doing the exact same thing.
You'd have been doing the exact same thing.
You say, oh, we're doing this and you're not helping the Canadians and blah, 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 blah.
And if they did the other thing, they'd be like, oh, you're doing that, but you're locking everybody down. What's wrong with you?
Political theater.
That's the thing. Why don't they just all shut the fuck up and all just come together and deal with things?
Because they can't. Or do they not want to? Because this shit should have been done
should have been handled.
Long time, bro.
Canada got the short end of the stick on a lot of things, the vaccines and everything, but still.
Are you getting the vaccines?
I was talking, no.
You're not?
No. Probably not.
Probably not or no?
Probably not.
No. It's a no for me.
No, it's not something that's in my, nah.
No, because the way I see it, I would have caught it by now.
What about you?
Me? No, not unless it's mandatory.
It's right. Even if it's mandatory, would you fight against it?
No, I don't got time for that shit, man. What the hell?
What about the youths? If they say they can't go to school,
that's mandatory. I prefer my kids not to get it, of course. But that shit's mandatory. I ain't got that kind of time, man. Yeah. I ain't got that kind of time to be fighting all that shit.
You can't come on the road and hold a picket sign and all kind of.
Fuck that, bro. What the hell do I look like?
No. He's gonna go stick the picket and go back.
My part is done.
hey, notice from me. This is my struggle too, right here. Hold it down.
The thing is,
make sure it don't fall over.
the thing is, I'm not a freaking scientist, man. I'm not a biologist. I don't do any of that shit. I ain't a chemist.
Yeah.
I ain't a what are the random shit can I say?
Neosurgeon?
Neosurgeon, sure.
Neurosurgeon.
I ain't none of that. So I can't
biologists.
I can't fight against something like that I don't really know about. Like
You're not a gynecologist.
I'm not a guy. I mean, but it's so weird to fight. Like, imagine somebody coming to your job and telling you that they're not going to do something based on a knowledge that they don't even know. You know what I mean? But like you know, people. For example, people like to say, "Why isn't my FedEx driver here yet? What are they doing all day? What are they doing?" But you know, there's bare shit that you're doing. But on the other side, you have no idea. You know what I mean? So, and that's the thing. Like, people just don't understand what they don't know. And so they automatically fight against it. And based on, we were talking earlier, based on the vaccine, we were like, well, there's like barely any testing because usually it takes years, right? I
think it takes about 10 or 8 to 10 years for a vaccine to like come to like fruition, because they need to do the research. For the 5 years is the research.
That's like, if you look at it, we all got our hepatitis. We all got our hepatitis and tetanus shot. We've all had it.
No, we don't all have to get tetanus.
Okay, but I know I got my hepatitis B. We got our vaccine when we came out.
Chicken pox, all that shit.
Do you know what I mean?
Wait, you got a shot for chicken pox?
Well, no, our kids do though. We don't.
Really?
We grew up with chicken pox.
We grew up with it.
So we're
like immune. Well, we can still get, adults can still get chicken pox, but
if you haven't had it. If you haven't had it,
right? I never had it.
You've never had it.
It's like COVID.
You probably got a shot. Because yeah, a lot of people get shot for chicken pox.
But even the original, like, more notable vaccine that's out for a newborn, you know, a lot of people have been complaining, saying that, you know, it gives the kid autism, or they were trying to prove to say that later on it gives you Alzheimer's or some shit like that, or just a lot of. I don't really know what to think about all of that.
Well, then most of the population would have
you'd see a mass jump.
Everybody's vaccinated. You have a small, like maybe 1% of the population is not vaccinated.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying those are some of the things that I've heard from even people with like our current vaccines right now.
You ever watch Attack on Titan?
Yeah, I wasn't into it too tough, but yeah.
You ever watch Attack on Titan?
Of course.
So picture them getting the serum. Why? How come not all the Titans are the same?
Right.
I guess that could be said with the same thing with the whole Alzheimer's and thing. Everyone's body probably takes it different, right?
It's just a thing. People get sick. People get things. I know someone who is anti-vaxxer. None of their kids are vaccinated or anything. And they said, yeah, it causes autism. They have a kid's not vaccinated. The kid is autistic. So how do you explain that?
Yeah, true.
So it's obviously not caused by the vaccine. Otherwise I think it would be a lot more. It would be like a common thing. So,
well, yeah, even jumping back to, you know, people who are sick, DMX, everybody's saying right now, praise up for the dog. Hey, prayers up for the man. Like, if y'all ain't actually grabbing your Bible or something or going on your knees, like, stop with all that shit. I don't know, man. It just, every time I see people say praise up, it's just like, nigga, you ain't praying. Like,
they just want to be part of the hype, more or less.
That's why they're asking you to pray, because they ain't praying.
Very good.
Prayers up,
very good. Very good. I was getting at before we were talking about. I was getting at Juju. I said, Juju, you don't pray. You know, it's like, oh yeah, I pray when I'm in bed beside Mike laying down. I'm like. And then I'm like, Mike, do you pray? He's like, nah, I know you got me. See,
I know you got me.
You go to church? You go to church, Kev?
He was honest.
It's like, I'm like, well, okay. You pray?
No.
Clutch? Arliss?
Do I pray? No, not really.
Are you guys
I talk to God. I talk to him.
Are you gonna put prayers up for DMX?
No. I talk to God.
What do you think about,
like, I'm talking to myself? I just
That's
be like,
a stern conversation.
I say, yo, God, I'm about to drive my ass to work right now. I need to get some money here, you know, trying to stack up, you know, so please let me make it. And he'd be like, all right, nigga, I got you. Yeah. Like, all right, cool, bro. I'll talk to you later on my way home, bro. You know?
Finding a way, because like, what's going on with DMX right now, I don't know all the details, and there's a lot of rumors people saying that he OD'd and that he's
putting in that Corona.
that he's OD'd and he's on life support now is one thing that I heard reported.
Yeah.
They took him off.
I heard they took him off.
So he's dead?
I heard he's
He's
on.
good. He's breathing by himself. Well,
I heard he's
that's what his lawyer
on. I
says.
heard they took him off. I heard vegetative state. I heard coma. I heard brain dead.
Yeah, bro, you don't get off. I've never heard of people getting off life support and just like walking again. Like it's
Maybe the Lord is with him.
Well, actually, my uncle was on life support a couple of years ago.
really.
Yeah, and he was like, it was looking like a wrap. And they're like, okay, they took like a week to decide
Wow.
what they were gonna do, and then they finally decided to take him off life support.
Yeah,
And when they took him off, he didn't die. He woke
bro.
up.
There was one
He
chick.
woke up
There was a girl.
and he lived for like 2 weeks. And then
He
went
lived?
back. He went home after that. Yeah, legitimate went home.
Wow.
And then he was old too. He was like 80 something. And then he came back and he had to go back. Something happened and then
Software update.
So
Yeah.
so then if all of that, what I heard one story, I think it was she was in Brampton and they had her on life support for a minute and the hospital was trying to take her off because they wanted to give the bed to somebody else, trying to pressure the family. And they didn't want to. They said, no, she's alive. She'll be fine. She was in like this serious coma state. And then I don't know what happened to her, but apparently then her foot started to just move. Her hand started to just move. So I don't know what happened to her, but yeah, I haven't heard of the stories where like people come off of life support and they just like back up and at him, walking up and down the street.
I mean, he was in a wheelchair,
Right.
but he could talk.
Oh, but he was sitting up and he can move his
he
arms
went
and stuff?
home. Yeah, he was like,
Man.
conscious and awake. Yeah.
Ooh.
He taught me how to ride a bike for the first time off training wheels. Remember that?
But before the wheelchair.
Yeah, before the wheelchair.
Oh my
If he had the wheelchair, I'd be wicked with it.
Yeah. with DMX and all the music that we listen to and shit like that. How can we separate? I was really thinking about it because at first I was talking to my girl, like, is it a thing where we got to obviously bring up the conversation that, yo, maybe doing lean is whack. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Have you ever done lean?
nah.
I've done
So then
lean.
how do you know
I've
if
done
it's
lean.
whack?
Oh, if I see all these niggas getting knocked off, bro. What do you mean?
Bro, you know how much niggas get knocked off driving to work? You gonna stop driving?
Yeah, but no, that's different.
You know how many niggas get knocked off walking to the grocery store catching COVID? You gonna
Okay.
stop going to the grocery store?
No.
Oh,
what I'm
okay.
saying is when you're
Okay.
yeah, but you don't have the intention to get yourself messed up. You have the intention. We getting fucked up tonight. Like that's the mindset.
Mhm.
You see what I'm saying?
Have you ever done a backflip? You know how many niggas did a backflip and bust their neck open? Are you gonna stop doing that?
Oh, you remember when I did the backflip on your
Yo,
trampoline?
trampoline.
Holy shit.
Facts.
Woo.
There you go.
Bro, that hurt. I was in pain.
Did you think you were gonna die? You just thought you were gonna fuck yourself up.
Oh man, I was
This nigga
in
almost jumped out.
pain.
This nigga almost jumped into your neighbor's backyard.
Seriously. That was
Yeah, I
a
in
high
pain.
jump.
Yeah, it was high. Woof.
Very good.
But okay.
Yeah,
To
yeah.
say like, yo, we listen to a song, you know, a zip and a double club. I'm getting
Yeah,
high
as
as fuck.
fuck.
Hey, I'm getting like, you know, Ziploc bag of Kush, double cup full of drink. You say no to drugs. Juicy J can't. Like,
Can't.
you know what I'm saying?
That was the Adderall kicking in.
It wasn't even an ad lib. It was just an
You know what I'm saying? So it's like now I know DJ Paul's a vegan. Last
Yep.
time I heard him on
vegan
on,
drinks juices and everything.
yeah, bro. Last time he was on
Gin and juice?
I don't even think he
I
drinks
know.
alcohol, bro.
Yeah, bro.
I don't even think he drinks alcohol anymore.
No, he doesn't, bro. Last time he was on
Crazy.
Breakfast Club, he had an interview and he was like, yeah, I like straight vegan. Bro, this guy's
Skinny, man.
skinny dog. He's looking like he's not skinny like Wiz, but like
No,
he's an
compared to
old-
what he was before.
Yeah, he's skinny, bro. Like
Yeah.
skinny,
Damn.
thin. Yeah, and then
10
Juicy
on.
J's just smoking every day. You know how he gets down, right? But it's like, can we separate it and listen to the tracks, but obviously understand that, you know, that lifestyle isn't what it really is.
How long have you been listening to hip hop?
Since I came out the womb.
How many times have you done lean?
Never.
There you go. You can separate it.
Right.
That's it. That's
I'm
all I
saying,
got.
I'm talking about the majority though.
Oh.
I just did it to try and see what it was like.
We've all been influenced. I I've been influenced.
Yeah, we've
by
tried
so many rappers. We've tried
we're
shit.
talking about like okay, so we're talking about doing it consistently.
Hell no, I could not do that shit. That shit made me itch. It made me itchy.
Anything that these guys
yeah, like straight codeine. Like I did the whole Sprite, Jolly Rancher, double cup.
Yeah.
Nope.
You were like in slow mo.
Not really. Like I felt like it was like a body high, but after a while, like I just felt itchy. Like my body just felt itchy.
Probably was a reaction. It didn't go well with your body.
Yep. So I was like, nope, no, thank you.
Yeah,
not for me.
Yeah. I don't know, cause like I used to chill around a lot of people who did coke, and I never did it. I did it once
because they weren't rappers.
I just, bro, I did it once, and I was like, this is stupid. But like every time I see people do it, I'm like, nah. Or doing like Special K, ketamine. I wouldn't.
I even know one person that
did Bear M. Huh?
I said I only know one person that did the Special K.
Dead.
No, they're still alive.
Barely.
No, they're well alive.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Well, yeah. Like, okay, so obviously you listen to all these tracks, and we were able to separate the shit.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But obviously we were influenced, even if it was like by like alcohol. Like, why do we start buying gin? What was it with drink? Wiz used to drink all the time.
Gin and OJ.
Not gin and OJ. It was another Tanqueray.
No, Bombay.
Bombay, right?
Yeah,
Bombay. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Obviously, like those influences, but it's like, yo, when it's knocking niggas off and just licking these guys down, like, is it something we can actually even talk about ever, or just hip hop just in another stratosphere where it's like, listen, I'm talking more so from the perspective of the young youths coming up. Like, if you're older, you obviously make your own decisions, whatever. But if you're highly influenced,
they're sitting there listening to the songs, and they're like, yeah, I'm gonna get myself some codeine, or I'm gonna pop a Molly, or I'm gonna
cut up my body and get that ass.
Yeah, like I don't know. Hip hop's influence is so strong nowadays.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Fashion.
Yeah.
Drugs.
Like listen, you an old country music. You talking about baked beans on a Sunday evening with your baby, and she just left you. Like, that shit ain't gonna move nobody.
Heartbreak music, man.
You know what I mean? Nobody cares about that shit.
It's gonna move someone to kill themselves.
Heartbreak music,
right? But like, man down. Where you from? Nigga, you like, know where you from, my nigga. Like, those tracks move you and stuff, right? So it's like where and how can you set the line to be like, all right, this is just a tune? Because niggas really truly go in when they hear this shit.
But you have to remember, back in the day, like rock music and stuff, like the whole Woodstock, when weed was just becoming a thing, that was all rock and roll. Man.
Yeah,
they really brought a lot of acid and stuff to the forefront.
I think it was
LSD, all that stuff.
I think it was Ice Cube. He was saying and Snoop, they used to sell weed to and even Wiz, they used to sell all the weed to the white kids back then. Back in the day, like, that was just the thing, because it was only the white guys at Woodstock and all those dudes like smoking, right?
Yeah. So hey, they brought the rock and roll was in the same situation that hip hop is in now, right? Remember, rock and roll was like the biggest thing. It was the biggest thing.
Yeah.
Hip hop was relatively new.
Acid was the big drug. weed was the big drug.
Was the big drug.
Weed is now just neutral. Everybody just, you respect it. It's legal, at least in Canada.
Yeah.
I mean, if for
in New York,
for our Ireland listeners, you know what I mean? It just sucks to be you. I know.
They're still burning it down. They're still burning it down anyways.
Huh?
When did weed being illegal stop anybody?
Wow.
I smoked more when it was illegal than I did when it was legal.
Wow. Yeah, and you're in a different age group, right? So
what the fuck is that supposed to mean?
If it was legal, when we still would have been smoking the same amount. It's true. They've just been easier to access.
Niggas call me old.
Yeah, that's true. They're opening up a dispensary by our area.
Huh?
They're opening up a dispensary where we live.
Really?
Yeah, it's called One Plant.
So
I need a one plant.
Pass me the ganja.
No. It would have been way easier to get high. Obviously, like, it probably wouldn't have stopped us. We wouldn't have been like, oh, I'm nervous to try and buy from this guy and
You know
right. Meeting the hustler kid at Bramley City Center. Yo, you got that stuff?
Or buying M and going places.
Bro, I can't imagine being old and meeting in an alleyway to buy some weed, yo. I can't imagine being this age and going to meet somebody in an alleyway.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Do we even
what the
have
hell?
alleyways like that?
Seriously. Like, well, yeah.
Appropriate alleyways to go and have a drug
I
transaction.
can think of 3 in Brampton. I can think of 3.
Okay, give me.
Top 3 drug spots to meet.
Bro. What did they change that street name to?
Oh, temporary access.
No. Oh, temporary access is gone.
Yeah,
that was a spot.
Yeah, that was the spot. They put houses there.
It was
The
like
shortcut.
The shortcut into our block.
Oh,
Right there,
yeah,
they
they
put
put a house
houses.
there, no?
Put 2 houses there.
Yeah.
That was a spot.
Yeah.
That street in front, was it Peter Robinson?
Yeah, Guru Nana.
Yeah. So down there, and that neighborhood?
Yeah.
To the left of it?
Yeah,
There are alleyways over there.
Yeah, okay,
the
okay.
bridge over there,
Oh,
the
yeah,
back by the
yes,
school.
yes,
Come
yes,
on,
yes,
there's
that's true, it's true, it's
so
true, it's
many.
true.
I could not imagine that. I can't believe I used to walk to freaking the Weed Man and be like,
Wait,
yo,
hold on. You used to walk?
I used to walk, bro.
Remember, this guy used to get his car impounded all the time. Like, bro, I go to his house and I drive this house and the car is gone. He's like, yeah, I'm coming with you, bro.
Yo, every time. Brampton, man, they did not play on the
Bro,
street.
this guy's car was gone.
Nah,
tickets.
sometimes they're good.
3 tickets, you're done.
3
3 tickets, you're
done.
finished.
3 tickets, they're towing you every
finished.
time.
I was going to work the other day and I seen somebody park parallel in their driveway. You know that little like asphalt spot between
Yeah.
the sidewalk and the road.
Yeah.
So they parked there, but I guess their wheel was like an inch on the road.
Yeah.
Tell me he got hit with a ticket.
They gave him a ticket.
Yeah, man.
They literally his wheel was like this.
like the audience can't see you.
Wow.
The audience can't see you.
It's not meant for the audience.
Yeah. Okay.
Whoa. Yeah, that's that bitch is.
Bro, I remember I used to
silly.
talk to them on the phone. The Brampton used to call them. I used to be like, "This is my street. I live here." Like, it doesn't matter,
Dude,
I'm like, what do you mean?
How
It doesn't matter?
teeth is it? The fact that there's 365 days in a year, and you're only allowing me to park on a street
On your street.
on my street specifically of where I live, like 13 times a year.
Yeah.
Like that's the pass.
Yeah.
13 times you can call a number.
That's
and
wild.
And that's 13 for wherever you are in Ontario.
Yeah.
So if I'm going to a party and I'm sleeping at the crib,
Yeah.
I got to call that area and that counts as one of my 13 for the year.
Absolutely. Once a month, bro.
Like, oh my gosh, man. And 2 to 6. 2 to 6.
No, it's wild. And I don't even
2 to 6 a.m.
fucked up that they can get away with that.
2
shit.
a.m. to 6 a.m., bro. They come, they knock that tire. They come back if the tire's in the same spot. You're done.
Bro, I'm telling you, I paid for half of those speed traps that they're putting up in Brampton right now. Just because of those tickets. Just because of those parking tickets, I paid for half of them, man.
Bro, oh my gosh, man. There's one at airport. No, airport. No, airport and Bouvard. The speed, the
Where?
The speed trap. When
I
you
think
go
that was
over.
one of the first ones, wasn't
Yeah.
it?
Not the red light camera on Bouvard.
The red light camera. That's what I'm talking about.
No, he's talking about the speed trap. He's talking about the new mailbox looking motherfuckers. Oh, he's never seen them.
Oh, even I seen
What are they
them.
doing?
They're giving you tickets, bro.
Like, so
If you're like speeding?
Yeah.
yeah. So like literally it looks like a mailbox. It's silver with a camera and a black screen on it. If you're going over, say it's 50 and you're going like 10 over, you'll see a flash and it'll take a picture of your license plate. So that way cops don't have to stand there with the gun anymore.
There's like 15.
You haven't seen them,
there's
bro?
like 15 of them in
Bro, I
Brampton
heard
now,
about
no?
these things,
Yo,
but I need to figure out where
Okay,
they're at.
when you're coming from Timmy's, coming down from Peter Robinson to Guru and going
Yeah.
to Trinity,
Yeah.
it's on the left-hand side before the lights at Trinity and Great
Yeah,
Lakes.
okay.
Trust, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Wow.
But if you go as fast as you can through it, they won't catch your license plate. Just put the pedal to the metal and go.
Bro, I remember when we had bikes, there were certain people that like they press the button and the license plate would flip. You need to do one of those.
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Do one of those.
Do one of those, bro. Oh my gosh. Listen, appreciate y'all for listening so far to Serious Business, the Not So Serious podcast. Make sure that you listen and follow us on all of our social media platforms. Our Twitter, which is at SeriousBiz_pod. Our Instagram, which is at Serious Business Podcast. And of course, you got to spell business, BIZNESS. And our YouTube, which is Serious Biz. Like it, comment, share it with a homie. Hit the notification bell so you know that every time that we post. Now, I can get into that random game that I brought up in before. We can kind of keep it pushing.
Push it to the limit. Push to the limit.
So
We going 50% pushing it, or we going full throttle?
Full throttle.
So I read an article years ago.
Yeah.
And it was talking about how this lady had asked this old ass couple. They had been married for about 50 or so years. Mm-hmm. She had asked them, "What is your secret to lasting so long in this relationship?" And
Blue Chew.
And
Blue Chew.
Don't even get me started on that nonsense.
Don't get me started on my Blue Chew. I bet you can't even get that up here.
But I don't know. They probably have some Canadian version. But listen, it was
called Maplewood.
Wow. Nah, that was good still.
Maplewood. That is the title.
That was pretty good.
That is the title.
Give her that Maplewood. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So she asked the question, how did you guys last so long in your relationship? And their response was, we didn't fall out of love at the same time. So now it poses the question.
Same damn time. I got two bad bitches at the same damn time. All right, sorry.
Is that juicy?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. He's the man. He's the man. But once you hear
that nigga likes Luke.
Yeah. So the question is asked, is a relationship always supposed to be 50-50? Now, Clutch, I know you did a poll and it was like 79%.
Said, yeah, the question was, should a relationship be 50-50 or 100-100?
Meaning both parties should put 100% in, or both parties should
now, I'm going to ask you first. Are you going to apply the same work rule to your relationship, the 70% thing you were talking about episodes ago?
That's a good question.
Because last time, if you guys listening, we were talking about work and stuff of that nature, and our listener brought up a point about only working at 70% because anything
70
more,
to 80, yep.
70 to 80 because anything more, you're obviously overworking yourself, or the expectation will then grow, or
you need to pace yourself. You know, you don't want the expectation to grow beyond the pace that you can go.
Right. You're still working properly.
You're still working.
Yeah.
But you're working 70%, 50% is an acceptable level at your work. 70% is beyond acceptable, and that's something that you can keep your pace going.
Yeah.
Because once you start falling behind, people are just like, you were giving me that 70%. So now you're giving me that 68, bro.
Yeah. So
where's that 2%?
Yeah. If you went 92 this week and then you went like 87.
Yeah. It's like everybody has their off days, but if you make that like a habit, people notice, you know. And I'm sure that's obviously with you guys.
Yep.
So would you say that you put that same principle to your relationship?
But in terms of what? Like in terms of effort in what?
Time, majority. We can talk about your time and how you spend your time, the things that you do, right?
Yeah.
How you communicate, how you deal with certain situations.
I think,
even, how you deal with the kids. Different ways of corporal punishment or whatever it may be.
0 to 100 real quick.
Right?
0 to 100.
So then, even with your relationship with your daughter, how is it? How do you guys apply it?
I think you should. Well, it's funny because it's hard. It's hard when it comes to women and men.
Yeah.
Right. So. This is obviously going to be from my perspective. I'm not going to be talking about their perspective, but from my perspective, you could be doing a lot of things for some women, and not all women. For some women, as soon as you stop doing that one thing, it's like, okay, well, why don't you write me notes anymore?
Oh gosh,
you started writing notes, and then life, you guys had kids, and then you have work. And you're busy, and then you go, and then she goes, why don't you write me notes anymore?
Don't go down this hole.
Why don't you suck my dick anymore?
I told these niggas to stop.
So it's like, that's how I feel sometimes how it is for some people.
Yeah.
And so I think it's always better to maintain, a proper level of expectation for your partner that they can come to expect on a regular basis. So me, for example, we spend a lot of time together. You guys know that I'm a homebody.
Yeah.
We spend a lot of time together. We have kids. I'm always home 90% of the time. So that's like what she comes to expect. Now, if I started like going out twice a week, then she's gonna be like, "What the hell? Like we used to do this, and now, you know what I mean?" So, yeah, doing something that I can maintain. And then you do little boosts in there every once in a while. You get a little surprise here and there. You do things a little different every once. But
do you feel like there are peaks and valleys in the relationship where there are times when it's 70-30, 90-10, 95-5?
Could be
in relationship.
I don't think that both people are putting in 100% of their effort all the time anyways. So
do you think that's more realistic, where there's maybe for the next 3 months it's or
maybe the 100 could be not so much them giving the effort, or just being like them, like that's just them 100. Like
what if for the next 3 months it's 85-15? Like, would that take a toll on you?
You won't be sucking his dick.
Yes, is that gonna take a toll on you? Do you know what I mean?
Does it take a toll?
Because mind you, I think when the thing that they were talking about, not falling out of love at the same time, there's obviously peaks and valleys in a relationship. What if somebody had lost their job, or they can't support one another or whatever, and that person had to help out, or some shit happened with the kids or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like,
well, that's the thing. Like, there's gonna be the times where, but I don't think I wouldn't say it's I wouldn't say it's like an effort thing, but obviously you're gonna get distracted, right? Things are gonna be going on. Like, having kids is like one of the craziest things because they take so much attention, and so much like just constant restraint of whooping their ass. No, I'm just
yeah.
But like they just take
constant awareness. You have to be. So
it puts a strain on relationships. And if you, for example, had an expectation of having like this I'm taking you to dinner every Friday night, and we're gonna go on vacation every couple of weeks, and we're gonna do this, and then you have kids, and that takes that all away. What do you have after that? You're just gonna be like, okay, so we don't do any of that. The person that I thought was giving me this 100% effort is gone. Lives change when, like you said, you lose a job. That could really mess with people. 100%. 100%. And so how do you deal with those if you have this if you have this certain level of expectation that's unrealistic?
I think it's come to a point where, like, I would agree with it. It was, at first I was like, what? It has to always be 50%. Like, you always got to be equal to it. Yeah. But like, no, there's gonna be times when she gonna have to pull more, or I'm gonna have to do more. Like, that's just how it's gonna have to go. Especially, shoot, how many dudes I talked to said they got kids and now it's this and that.
Yeah, it's completely different.
You know what I mean? And even my girl, like, she's always talking about, when we get married, she don't want to have kids right away because she wants us to get to know each other for the next 2 years in the same household.
Hey, people, you never really know someone till you live with them. That's a fact.
Yeah. That's
a fact. So, hey, but having kids changes that. Or imagine dealing with somebody who is depressed. You know what I mean? They're not going to be there all the time mentally.
I dated somebody. Yeah. It was different. Like, she took her pills and like split her pills and took her pills every day and shit like that and whatever. And, she was saying, like, now that I never seen the side before. I only seen while it was like taking effect on her body. So, or sorry, on her mental. So it was more of like, she was expressing to say, like, these pills have made me want to go out more and, and meet people. And that's why I met you. That's, why we hooked up again, kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? So I don't think I've ever met, have you guys ever dated somebody like depressed?
Not depressed.
Where you had to put
diagnosed? So you dated somebody who's bipolar?
Yeah. Fucked.
How was that? Now that
no, hold on. Tell me about the sweat. Yeah, but I want to go ahead.
How long ago was that?
Almost like 15 years ago.
I want to know about the switch in terms of how fast of a switch in emotion was it? Was it literally you walked out the door and came back and the emotion switched, or was it like a day?
Like minutes.
Oof.
Now, looking back on that as a grown person, since that was 15 years ago, do you think you would have been able to handle that differently because of you knowing relationship wise you've matured, obviously, because you naturally mature through
No, I would have said fuck that shit. Because her mom was worse.
But we're talking about putting in the effort. Would you have been able to put in what she's lacking when she's lacking?
Nope.
And everybody has their downside, so you would expect her to put in when you're lacking.
So the man didn't love her. That's what I meant. He didn't love her enough because he didn't want to go through all that stress and nonsense.
Nope.
And they weren't right.
Can you love anybody enough to go through certain things? Is there a limit to your love?
Right off the bat, I'm saying yes.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's limits. Yeah, of course. Bro, if I hear somebody getting their back blown out, my heart can't take all that.
A lot of people will be like, listen, man, I know that was just probably a sex thing. You know, I haven't been taking my blue chews on a regular basis, my Maple Woods. But you know what? We can work through this. People do that.
So she went over to Henry Maplewood's house.
Yeah.
And I had him drop the syrup on her.
Drop the syrup.
And the beavers came running.
And you're still, I mean, hey, a lot of people can do that. I can't.
Not me.
Sure.
Not me.
That's for sure. But
too jealous for that.
But is there a limit to your love that's not cheating? That's not infidelity.
Okay. Because that's like the extreme, right?
Yeah.
Levels to your love?
Like bipolar. Could you, you can't really say because we haven't dealt with it.
Yeah.
But could you deal with a bipolar person? Disregarding the fact that every woman is bipolar.
Just which level are they?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
It's over 9,000.
Everybody's having these flashbacks.
There was literally a part where all of us just like didn't say nothing. A few seconds, we just thought of that person. We're like, oh, shit.
Damn. Or deal with a depressed person or something like that, like where you actually you know what? And I did see those parts. I did see those parts in her where it was like near to the end of the relationship. That's when I started seeing it. I'm like, But how long ago was that?
Like 3 years ago.
Okay, that's not that far.
3 years ago. Yeah.
I don't know, man.
So. Because then they even say it takes 6 months before people start showing that other side of them.
Oh yeah,
for the
at least
right. So before people
6 months or 6 shots of tequila, either one comes first.
before people really start to show you who they are. So then it's for you to have to like, do you want to put in that time? I don't know, man. I don't know, bro. I try to get to know you as much as I can, obviously, but. Like on this time with Kat, I was like, hey, let me just slow the hell down.
She's depressed?
Not at all. I'm just saying in terms of like relationships.
You were slowing down and came in.
Yeah. Like not to full
not to full force. I love her type of thing.
Yeah.
I love her. This is the one. You're wireless, man. I'm telling you, this is the one. So how much effort would you say? I'm gonna get this guy in trouble right now. How much effort would you? How much effort do you put into the relationship right now? Would you say? Is there a conscious effort to put in effort? Is there a conscious effort? She gives
me shit all the time because if right now I only see.
Whoa, hold on.
Well, we'll rate this by Super Saiyans.
Hi, Kat.
Go ahead.
We'll rate this by Super Saiyan. Goku, regular. Obviously, you watch Dragon Ball Z.
Yes, man.
Okay, Goku is
Piccolo. Come on, Krill.
You didn't watch Attack on Titan.
What?
Who?
I said Krillin.
Oh, okay.
What's wrong with you?
I said
Krill.
I was thinking went to Louisiana. Let me get the krill, the fried krill.
Yeah.
So Goku is like average.
Mm-hmm. Average. What are we talking about? What are we rating on?
Levels
of love.
Of love. Okay.
Effort.
Yeah, effort.
Of effort. Okay, I understand.
Super Saiyan, then Super Saiyan 2.
Yeah.
Then Super Saiyan 3. Super Saiyan 4 is not a real transformation. Just putting it out there. So we're jumping to God.
So
I have my God moments, but it's not very consistent. So
you make a conscious effort. I keep cutting you off. Conscious effort to put in effort.
Not all the time, no.
But when you do,
when I do, I go in. But I told her, bro. I told her the other day, and she didn't like it. Is that like I would like to see you more often.
Mm-hmm.
Love to, but I'm not just trying to see you once a week. Like sadly, that's what it is, bro. I only see her once a week because my schedule and her schedule is just not linking up. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Obviously, things are growing and whatever. So later, obviously, I'll be able to see her more. But my mindset right now is I'm not trying to see you once a week. I want to see you every day when I come home. So I'm sorry if I don't get to see you all the time, but I'm trying to buy a house. So if that means I don't get to see you or whatever, or if it's inconsistent, like that's the way it's got to be for right now because I'm trying to move into a humble abode.
Okay, so fair. So
I would say Super Saiyan 2 on average.
A Super Saiyan 2 on average. Okay. So where was I going with this?
When I'm not late, but I'm late majority of the time. So probably just go.
Come on, son. Come on.
Yeah.
That's already there. We already know. We already know.
And Goku's late for everything.
So she's sane, right? You would say that she's sane. She's not bipolar. She's not.
Oh yeah, she goes. Yeah. She's
right. Right now, would you be comfortable with putting in more effort if she was depressed or something?
There would have had to have been. It would have had to have been something that developed over time. Like if I just met you and I realized that, it probably would be a little bit of a turn off. I'm not gonna lie, right off the bat. But if it's like I knew you or something drastic happened, God forbid, and we gotta rock through this together, then that's just the way it is.
And you're willing to put in. It's gonna be more effort than you're doing now.
But I'm saying if the groundwork was already there, like if I just met you,
I get that, but this gonna be more effort than you're doing now.
Yeah, but if I'm locked in, I have to. It's gonna be hard as shit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hard as shit. But if we already committed, like, bro, we at a point now where Duval said it for us, and I'll say it again: black men don't cheat.
Black men don't cheat.
So when we gotta commit, we committed up. White people, Asian people, Indians, find your own song. Now,
find your own song.
Find your own theme song.
This one's ours.
Yeah. Indians don't cheat. I don't know how to help you, man. I don't know how to help you sing cheat. Yo.
This is Sanjeet.
Richard Lee, I don't know what to tell you, buddy. So it's gonna be hard as shit. But if we're already rocking and we have that foundation, bro, he gonna dip. What's like leaving out on your youths? If you have that relationship, bro, you're gonna dip. I'll flip the question on you. If you're already heavily invested, if you just met them,
yeah, no, we're talking about invested relationship.
Yeah, you got to rock it with it. You got to rock it out.
You got to?
Yes, man. If you commit, if you put that ring, bro, I'm serious when it comes to that marriage shit, man.
Absolutely.
So if you put a ring on that girl's finger, it's not a wrap. It's like that's.
Yeah, that's when you were like, yeah, okay, I'm willing to go through it and just do what I got to do, even if you're crazy as shit.
Well, like the vows say, in sickness and in health.
It's rough, man. That's crazy. I just hope my girl don't go crazy after.
I'm praying every day.
Whole thing.
Praying every day.
How much more crazy can guys deal with?
How much more crazy can guys deal with?
Yeah.
God damn.
And how much more crazy can girls deal with? Because like when I'm hearing about this weird attraction and love that some women put themselves through, it baffles my mind when you hear about people like getting abused and they still with the guy.
Oh,
it's
man.
It's like is that you putting in effort or is that you just being delusional?
Or to them, that's love. I think I talked about that last podcast.
To them, that's love.
To them, that's probably what they've seen growing up, so they think that's love. That's their conception of love.
Or there's a couple more scenarios. Either they're just comfortable. The good times are just so good. A little bit of bad every
now and then is okay.
Month is okay. Or it's they're comfortable with the lifestyle.
Or
they're comfortable with the lifestyle that has been provided to them.
Yeah.
So they don't want to jeopardize that, especially when children start to come around.
Yeah.
That's when nobody wants to leave or you know what I mean?
They're willing to do whatever it takes, type of
It's
thing.
this weird thing I do for the kids when they, when they grow up and and this is that. And
I feel like everybody, the common stereotype is women are crazy, but I feel like women you're just at that level that a guy can just deal with that type of crazy. I feel like a guy type of crazy you can't deal with. I think guys, when they're crazy, they're like,
yeah,
crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's like, so I don't know.
I seen a video, a guy was like, oh, yo, those guys are always saying, bro, that girl's crazy. And they did another girl, bro, that girl's crazy. Bro, after the 3-4 times, we're going to start turning it around a little bit. So who's really the crazy one?
All the women on the planet. But yeah, I just think it's a level of crazy you can deal with, man. I really do.
And how do you break that habit?
It's true.
How do you break that habit? That's a great question.
How do you break what habits specifically? Because if it's them, like if that is who they are, is it a habit or is that just like their personality?
Well, humans are creatures of habit. So you can do anything. If you do it repetitively, that will become your personality.
Okay.
I think.
Yeah. I got a habit I'm trying to break, being late.
Thank you for listening to Seriousness.
I'm being serious, bro.
Bro, that is, come on, man.
I'm really trying to be serious, man. I'm just trying to take the one, this one.
I mean, you were early for our Instagram live last week. You were early. You were earlier than both of us.
Well, he doesn't have kids, so we had a time slot. You know when
That's
FIFA,
true.
when you're playing FIFA, there's the extra time.
Listen,
time.
give me my flowers. Give me my flowers.
No, you get props for, you were
Yes.
there. You were there before us. You were there before us.
But we need to fix your connection.
Oh, well, I just need to do it where I'm in a Wi-Fi spot.
Or just like proper reception.
Call Bell.
Driving. When you were driving on the road, you kept switching cell towers. So every time you switched cell towers, your thing went down.
That was crap.
Yeah, that was bad. But hey, next time, don't drink. Don't.
We had some good engagement though. We had some people talking and people chilling, whatever. But
yeah,
so maybe that could be another
it.
thing we could talk about this week, or sorry, next week is because I want to go into this even more. Is like breaking habits.
I would be happy to put that in our live next week.
Yeah, let's do it.
Breaking habits. But yeah, so breaking habits. What kind of habits are we talking about?
Smoking and drinking.
Smoking and drinking. Now, is that a habit? I would say that's a habit.
Yeah. I mean, what defines a habit?
That's a great
The
question.
definition of a habit. That's a quick Googleable search. I'm gonna guess and say it is. I'm not gonna guess. I'm gonna let you give me the root
habit
definition.
A settled or regular tendency or practice, especially one that is hard to give up.
So that's like, that's pretty much. So
like
in video,
you're saying, and then there's an example, we stay together out of habit.
So, wow. So hold on. I got 2 points that I don't want to miss.
Go for it.
So,
go for it.
The habit part is, like from video game perspective, that's our default. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's our habit. Our habit is our default. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Our preset, but there's a song by George Benson. He says, and it hurts so much to say it's not love. It's just a good habit.
Love is a good habit.
He said, it's not love. It's just a good habit.
Yeah. So essentially love.
Right. The song's talking about how we don't cuss, we don't fight, but we don't really talk. We don't connect. We're just there going through the motion. It's just a good habit. That's why all these people are getting divorced now, because what was the good habit? You go to work, I go to work. You drop off the kids to band practice. I got them for there. We'll smash a couple times, no problem. Now I got to look at your ass all day, every day.
Fed up.
And it was a good habit.
Fed up.
You know what I mean?
But does relationships eventually become a good habit? Like a lot of people stay together just for the kids.
Right.
When they realize the kids are gone, like you're saying, it's like, what do we have left?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah.
So do relationships eventually, like, do people stay in love indefinitely? Is that a real thing?
I think so. 100%, of course.
Yeah. If you find the right person.
Bro, you know, when I look at these old ass couples and I'm just like, man. Or you know what I'm like, you've seen somewhere like, you know, it's an old couple and they just the husband's just grabbing his wife's crinkly ass, like just, and then she's wearing her nightgown. He's just grabbing that ass, and it's
smacks that ass, and dust comes out the pants bottom. Don't do that in public, Henry.
You know my hip is not good.
Oh my gosh!
But yeah, so I mean, I don't know, man. I kind of feel like it just becomes a good habit, and you're just. I don't know. It's hard to say.
So you don't think? So do you think that there's jumping topics a little bit? But you think there could be like one soulmate for you on this earth only?
Absolutely not. There are multiples.
Yeah,
and you have your chance to find any of these multiples.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Not to say whoever you're with, you're not gonna love them for the rest of your life, but
that's just one of the soulmates. There's 7 billion.
You have like
people
a best friend that's a soulmate. That's why some.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, because there's different levels. There's different levels of love, agape, and all these other different levels of love.
But if you're talking about a relationship type of love, yeah, there's multiple. There's not just one soulmate. I refuse to believe that there's one person on this planet for you,
especially when there's language barriers.
Language barriers. You know how many people go to the other side of the world on vacation, backpacking through Europe, and they meet their soulmate? You know what I mean? Yeah. That was just one that you met, and you happened. Fate brought you guys together.
My one of my good friends, her sister, she met a guy. He's from Norway, and now they live together. They got a kid. She went. So she was trying to do a YouTube channel called Jamway, Jamaican in Norway.
What?
She was like trying to document herself, learning the language.
Jam that away.
Yeah.
Jamway, that's
yeah, it's a dope name, right?
Yeah.
So she was like learning the language and all that stuff, and yeah, they got a kid and they're happy, bro. Damn. You know, but I don't want to get away from the topic too tough, but it's like it's being able to you think relationships become a good habit after a while?
I think they do. I think relationships, I think you can become a good habit after a while. And if you don't lose that love, I think those are the relationships that last. The ones that have the habit and the love.
Yeah.
But the divorcees are the ones who lose the love, clearly.
Yeah.
Clearly.
I think
you have to have a good routine. You gotta have a good motion. You know what I mean?
Every once in a while, you have to spice it up a little.
Yeah.
Finger in the butt.
Well, thank you for listening to Serious Business. I'm actually going to end it this time. Appreciate you for listening. Make sure you follow us on all of our social media platforms. Our Twitter, which is SeriousBiz_pod.
Yes, sir.
Our Instagram, which is at Serious Business Podcast. Make sure you spell business BIZNESS. Yo, Serious Biz is what you type in on YouTube to find our channel, where you can hit the notification bell and know every time that we post and do everything that we talked about. Riding with your dogs, prayers up for DMX, learning about having a 60-40 relationship sometimes and a 70-80 relationship sometimes, and
or a 10-10
or 10 Ben 10 relationship sometimes, or realizing that at 85 Clutch will have his butt up his wife. We really hope that you take us seriously. At the same time, we hope you don't. That's the episode. We out.
Like 3 strikes.
Bang, bang, bang.
Get your Maplewood today.
Yeah. Oh, and join us for our live. Don't forget to catch us on Instagram Live.